What up, man? It's your boy Vigilante Styles here, and boy, you guys might like this today. We're gonna mix a song, simple, only 10 tracks. It's easy listening, smooth jazz, I guess, kind of beat, jazzy kind of beat. I don't know, like what you listen to, I don't want to say elevator music, but it's kind of like that, or like hold music or something. But no, it's actually really good though. At the same time. And why not, for this video. So, it's made by Eddie Garrido. It's called Fifth Floor. And, but we have an extra thing we're doing here. And that is, well, I'm going to be mixing the GPT-5. I want to see if GPT-5 knows how to mix. So it's going to mix it, and I'm just going to be the hands. So, I don't know, let's start with a cool little prompt, right? Role play, you are an audio engineer. Give yourself a name. And I will be your hands and ears, but you will use I want to say like industry standard techniques and gear, right? There we go. So let's start that. Let's see what it does. All right. It's Marcus Patchbay Vega. 20 years in the trenches, from SSL 9000J rooms in New York to Neve VR studios in LA, and a few sleepless nights in Pro Tools hell for major label deadlines. I've done platinum records, coffee-fueled indie mixes, and rescued more botched home recordings than I care to admit. You'll be my hands and ears. I'll give the calls, you move the faders, patch the gear, tweak the mics. We'll work like it's a proper session. Signal flow solid, gain staging clean, mix decisions intentional. I'll keep us using real-world studio tools. Think SSL bus compressor, Pultex distressors, 1176s, LA2As, Neumann and Telefunken mics, and maybe a Studer or ATR 102 for that tape glue. So, assistant, what's the project on the console today? Tracking, mixing, or mastering? Mixing for now. It is the song Fifth Floor by Eddie Garrido. It is an easy listening, soft rock / smooth jazz song. There are no vocals, just an instrumental. All right, we're in smooth jazz territory. Think warmth, depth, and space with the kind of polish that makes the hi-fi crowd lean back in their leather chairs and nod approvingly. All right, we're going to run this Marcus Patchbay Vega style. So the session setup, 96K. For max at 24-bit for max headroom and smooth top end. Jesus. All right, let's go 96K, dude. Yeah, I'll just do it. All right. I don't know what the bit rate was. We have 96. Fuck, man, I don't know, dude. I don't know where like, I did this a while back, but I don't fucking remember now. It was in this, wasn't it? I was looking for like 24 because I have it set to like 32-bit. I got 30. I'll just do 32-bit. I mean, I can't do 24. What the fuck are you talking about? Well, let's go back to this one more time. Like the bit rate of the project, like that's the depth, right? That's what I'm trying to find, right? Oops. I don't know, dude. Just fuck it. We're gonna render it at 24, so don't worry about it. All right, master bus prep. SSL G bus comp with a 2-to-1 ratio, just kissing 1 to 2 decibels. That's for this, right? Because 4-to-1 I think is better for like rap, hip hop shit. You know what I'm saying? But we'll do it. Where's my bus compressor? Where's the native bus compressor? All right. Of course, oversampling is going to be on because, you know, that's how we do it. So 2-to-1, slowest attack, fastest release. Is that what it is? Oh, auto release. Oh shit, look at us. Let's go. Slow attack, auto release. Just kissing into a pull tech. I don't have a pull tech, bro. I have a digital EQ for that. Low shelf at 60, gentle high shelf at 10K. We can do that. So 60. And then what did he say? 10K? Gentle high shelf at 10K. All right. That's close enough. So kind of a smiley face curve. So a gentle low shelf. We'd have to hear that before we do that. Into an ATR 102 tape, 1/2 inch GP9 plus 6 at 30 IPS for clean glue. Oh man, we're setting this whole shit up. GP9, 1/2 inch plus 6, 30 IPS. Okay, gotcha. What's next? All right, drums and percussion. Kick, focus on rounded low end, not punchy like rock. A Neve 1073 EQ with a slight bump at 60. But we have an SSL 9000J, so we're just gonna have to sub that. But I get it, right? All right, so let's hear the shit. Start with the, I guess here. Let me turn that up, man. No. My bad, bro. All right, yeah. I need an SSL. What the fuck we doing? All right. So now our SSL is on. Says it wants a slight bump at 60 with a gentle cut at 400 hertz mud. Of course, you know it's a drum loop, so I'll have to tell him we're in a virtual SSL 9000J, but the drums are a loop track and not tracked out individually. High pass filter 30 hertz to kill sub rumble. All right, let's see. Are we there? Oh shit, look what I did. The fuck? 31's good enough. That's close. Alright. 1.5 decibels at 60 hertz. I'm gonna use my own ears. Like, this is, I guess, general stuff. So low bell. Okay, let's do a low bell. Alright. Sounds good right there. I got 1.5. Oh god, that's exactly what it said. Holy shit. Dude, that's wild. Okay. -2 decibels at 350 hertz bell for clean boxiness. Really? Okay, well, I'll just try it. 350 hertz, right? So, in and around 357. That's cool. 357 Magnum. Nice. 2 dB. Okay. Let's save this. All right. And then we have +1 on an 8K high shelf for touch of air and symbol definition. Plus, so 8K high shelf. All right. So I guess that would be here. Pretty close to it already. Fuck, man. Go to 8. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, that's not bad. 2:1 ratio slow attack medium release. Slow attack medium release. Oh, it's probably already that way. Not bad. I mean, it sounds good as is. What else do we want to do here? SPL transient designer or equivalent? Well, I got FL Studios transient designer, right? Whatever the fuck it is. Dynamics. Yeah, here we go. Transient processor. So what is it telling me to do? Small attack boost +5% to give the kick and snare more pop. All right. Small attack boost +5%. Okay. Small sustained cut -5 to 10% to dry up room tone if loop feels washy. It doesn't really feel washy, but we'll try it anyway. Small sustained cut? What's the sustained cut? Fuck do I know? I don't see that. Maybe it's release? No, I don't think it's the release, but that's all I got anyway. So I guess that's like 5 or 10%. Dude, that sounds pretty good right there. Let's go. Insert through a FabFilter Pro MB. This is optional. I don't want that. Mid-side EQ. Mid-side EQ. Mid-channel. I don't think. Do I have BX Digital V3? No. Yeah, I don't have that, so we're just gonna skip that shit. Integration to the mix, parallel drum bus. Send drum loop to a duplicate channel and smash with an 1176, all buttons in, fastest attack and release, and blend under the main loop at 10 to 15% for presence. Holy shit. Alright. I got the purple audio MC77. So this, I guess, will be our smash bus right here, right? Smashing it, baby. Smashing. Okay, so this is our parallel bus. Ooh, this is interesting, huh? All the shit I'm doing. What's fucking... So what are we... Alright, so we're smashing the fuck out of it, right? That's what we're doing. All buttons in, fastest attack and release. All buttons in, baby. Fastest attack and release. Wow, that's crazy. All right. Actually, I think this gives a fast release 7, so it's like 1 here, something like that. And then blend under the main loop at 10 to 15% for presence. All right, so we got a... Oh, okay, so... Oh, no, we gotta hit that hard first. I think that's what it is. We're just plugging away at this moment. Dude, we're not even doing shit to it right now. Let's go. Let's bring that. Oh, look, I got a parallel right here. Let's fucking go, dude. Hear that, motherfucker? So now I have to put reverb on this shit. Short room or plate, just enough to make it feel like it belongs in the same space as the rest of the band. Wow, really? Okay. Well, we're doing it, right? Short plate? Yeah. Listen to that, motherfucker. Woo-wee! Dude, that sounds pretty legit right there, boy. If we were sitting in the control room right now, I'd say, let's make that loop breathe in the low end for the bass player and shimmer enough so the guitars and the keys don't fight it. I'll carve the space and you ride the rest. If you want, I can map out the exact chain for every instrument so the mix flows like a real SSL 9000J plus outboard session from that drum loop to the bass, keys, guitars, and horns, so it sounds like it's coming off a high-end smooth jazz record. Want me to build that full mix signal flow next? Ooh, fuck, man. I think I do. Here, I want to put this limiter, though. I didn't have it on. Should have it on. True peak. And I just, I'm going to bring it up a little bit. You hear that, kids? Sounds fucking good, right? Not bad. Actually, I don't, because it doesn't know what instruments we're doing in this. So, like, let's just work on the bass now. I gotta tell what kind of bass, though. What do we got here? Looks like it's a bass guitar. All right. Work in. Oh, I meant to put work on the bass. Whatever. Work in the bass. We working in the bass, bitch. Anyway. All right. Bass guitar on a smooth jazz soft rock track. We want it round, warm, and supportive, but still articulate enough so you can hear the note definition under the drum loop. No clanky Marcus Miller slap tone here. Think Nathan East or Abraham Laboriel in a laid-back groove. Here's how to run it through the virtual SSL 9000J. Okay, so we're gonna go high pass filter at 25 hertz to clean up sub rumble without touching usable low end. That's the first thing we're doing. Remember, this is jazz, motherfuckers, right? So this is, we're not making EDM, right? I don't want to hear it from that fucking dumbass made the video about, oh, Streaky can't give out bad advice. And when dipshit is making fucking music that they don't work on. Alright, so no, this is usually, and he was like, why do my mixes sound like apps? Because you're trying to mix your fucking EDM record like a fucking rock song, dumbass. Should know how to fucking mix your own genre. But here, since that's why I had to tell the genre, because we want to make sure this is in the pocket for what people don't want to hear. This shit all crazy loud and slammed and nothing like that. They wanted to hear detail and it should sound good and sexy. So anyway, high pass filter at 25, EQ 80 hertz bell for fullness, not 60 hertz, because that's where the drum loop's kick pocket is. All right, so I mix into the compressor because I figure that's what everybody does on SSLs, but maybe I'll change that. I don't know. We'll see. 83. That's pretty close. Bell. I gotta do bell again. Okay. Okay. All right. So I have this tendency to want to like push it up harder on the bass because, you know, rap, but this is not rap. So got to go a little more gentle on the bass. Gentle 1 to 2 decibel cut at 250 to 300 hertz to avoid mud buildup with piano and guitars. What did he say it was? 250 to 300? 250. All right. Yeah. That sounds good like that. 1.5 decibel boost at 1.5 to 2K for note definition so it pokes through without getting twangy. So we're talking 2 kilohertz, 2K, 1.5, 2K. What is it? Is it a shelf? No, it's probably a bell. Excuse me. This is pretty close. 1.9 is pretty close to 2K right here. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. And then compression, 3-to-1 ratio, medium attack. So 3-to-1 ratio, medium attack. Fuck, where am I? Medium release. Aiming for about 3 to 5 decibels. Gain reduction on peaks. It's just for overall control. Okay. Alright, so now we're going to put Purple Audio MC77 after this. Crazy. 4-to-1 slow. 30 at 4. Slow. 7 to 8 on the attack. So this is a slow attack. Yeah. Fast release, 2 to 3 for groove. The 2.5. Gain reduction 3 to 4 decibels, just smoothing performance dynamics. All right. Not bad. Insert 3 optional. Yeah, I don't want to kill it with too much saturation. It's already pretty saturated sounding. Yes, this is helpful. All right. Parallel option. Send the bass to a parallel low-mid hug channel with an LA2A, smooth, slow compression, then blend under the main track at 20%. This gives it body without making it boomy. Yeah, we can do that. This one will be the Neil 2A here. What did they say to do? Slow, smooth compression, blend under the main track at 20%. Sounds good, man. Digging that. All right, so keep bass and kick inside that stereo loop from clashing. Use a dynamic EQ on bass side chain to the drum loop, dipping 2 to 3 decibels at 60 hertz when the kick hits. I mean, it's fine, dude. I don't. That's. Reverb, none. Bass stays dry in this genre. Any space comes from room mics and the rest of the band. If we nail this, the bass will feel like a warm cushion for melody instruments locked in with that loop but never masking it. Dynamic EQ, if I had one. You know, you'd think that maybe they'd give you one here. I don't think we have a dynamic EQ. We have a multi-band compressor, but that's not the same thing. Equal, it's not a dynamic EQ, is it? No. Do I have one here? I don't think I do, man. That's what I'm missing. I don't have a dynamic EQ. However, I do have, because we're talking about ducking, right? We're ducking the bass. Two, 3 decibels at 60 hertz when the kick hits. Man, here's a getaway of doing it. Gross beat. Alright, I'll just find the sidechain thing here. Go to like repeater, sidechain. But see, this is, I'll have to fuck with it though a little bit. Oh, you know what? I don't have it to the tempo. No. Sorry, it's my fault, guys. I do things stupid at times. Just leave it as it sounds fine, man. What the fuck? Looks like keys should be next. Let's hear the keys. Yeah, let's do keys. We have a Rhodes piano, and it's quite warm. All right, we'll keep that signature warmth, but open the top end so it sparkles just enough to be heard without overpowering the mix. All right, here we go. You guys taking notes? Should take notes on this shit, man. This is good stuff right here. Just gating the noise is all. Setting the EQ before the compressor. High pass filter, 80 hertz. All right, we're doing 80s today. 77 is close enough. Keeps it out of bass and kick territory. EQ. Do a small 1.5 to 2 decibel cut at 250 to clear the low mid fog so it doesn't sit on top of the bass. Oops. Okay, so now I have to do what? 3.5 to 5K for attack articulation, the tine sound. Plus 1, 2 dBs. 3.5 to 5K. So, boom, right here. Just... That sounds quite good, man. Okay, we want to do a gentle 10 to 12 kilohertz shelf for any airy presence. Don't overdo it, it'll sound brittle. Plus 1. 10 to 12. We'll go like 10.8. And then we're going to go... What are we doing? We're going to go up 1. That's it. Just 1. All right, so now with the compression, it's going to be 2-to-1 ratio. I'm assuming like medium attack and release here. Slow attack, medium release. Slow attack, medium release. We'll just leave it where it is. Only 1 to 2 decibels gain reduction to keep levels even without killing the natural dynamics. Is this crazy, man? Getting shit done, boy. Stereo widening mid-side. If mono sounding, use a subtle mid-side EQ. Lift 1 dB. Add 8 to 10 kilohertz on the sides. Give it space without adding harshness. Be careful. Too wide the Rhodes loses its solid center in the mix. Buddy. Classic smooth jazz Rhodes uses an EMT 140 plate or a Bricasti small room preset. Holy shit. Well, let's see. Let's check out our plates. What would be a Bricati plate? Sure, okay, 0.8 to 1.2 second decay. Or a Spricasti small room preset. Fuck me, dude. Where's the decay? There's delay. Alright, now, boy. Let's go. Yeah, let's go to plate. I'm guessing it's a small plate, though, is what we're talking about. Probably just this one right here. Short damn plate again. Woo, man, we're pros over here, man. I'm getting a good pro sounding mix already. Love this. The Rhodes shouldn't compete with the guitar or horns, so automate volume down slightly during solos. Keep it warm but not woolly. That small 250 hertz cut is the secret to letting bass and drums breathe. What's the secret, buddy? Got some secrets. Let it support the arrangement more than dominate. It's the sonic glue in this style. If you want, next we can do the guitars, because in smooth jazz, the guitar and the Rhodes often share mid-range real estate, so we can EQ them as a pair, so they're interlocking instead of fighting. Guitars, motherfucker, alright. Well, where's the guitar start at? Right here. The guitar is a smooth sounding electric guitar doing a small riff throughout the production. I'm talking smooth, mellow jazz guitar, not a bright funk chop or rock lead. Think George Benson tone, warm mids, gentle highs, and a liquid sustain that sits just above the Rhodes without crowding it. So the smooth electric guitar chain, SSL 9000J plus outboard, excuse me. We have the SSL 9000J high pass filter at 90 hertz. Fuck me, baby, we're doing it at 90 hertz. All right. 90, baby. This is how we get down. 93 is good enough. There, we've done that. All right, and we want to do a 250 hertz to dodge the Rhodes low mid pocket. So let's cut that 250. We're just gonna set it first. 250, 8 to 10 for air, no brittle edge. So like 9's good. 1.5 2K. These are boosts. So this is a cut here. These are two boosts. So 1.5 2K. This is good. All right. So, and then 3-to-1 ratio. Slow attack, medium release, 2 to 3 decibels gain reduction to keep the riff consistent. All right, so we're cutting. So we're going up. We're going to cut, boost, boost. All right, let's go. Yeah, okay, I'm feeling it. So now we're gonna put LA2A, slow, smooth leveling, lets the sustain bloom without choking the transients. 3 decibels gain reduction on average playing, release time around 600 milliseconds. The knee old U2A, man, we're just gonna be using this bad boy on everything. You hear that cream, buddy? That's what it is. It's creamy top end, man. I'm digging that. So, insert 3 reverb. God, we have more. Reverb delay. An EMT 140 plate. Slapback delay. Wow, okay. Fuck. All right. The reverb. I think the reverb, we're just gonna do the short room here, or the short damped plate again. All right, and then I guess I gotta put a slapback delay. Good thing I already got one programmed down, bitch. Let's go. This is supposed to be a slapback delay, right? I'll turn all the way up, man. So it has its own delay on it. So I turn that delay on. Yeah, it has its own delay on it. You know what? It has its own delay on it, dude. Turn that shit off, bro. Fuck. All right. Yeah, it's got its own delay. That was tripping me out for a minute. So integration with the Rhodes. Both the guitar and the Rhodes share mid. So here's the trick. Guitar more presence. The Rhodes more presence. Okay, this EQ slotting keeps them from stepping on each other's notes while still sounding blended. Good shit. We have a hi-hat and cymbal track we forgot to mix. Get that out of the way. Okay, smooth jazz. This track isn't meant to drive like a rock or hip hop. It's seasoning too much and the whole dish turns metallic. So, all right. High pass filter at 300 hertz. So that's just to get rid of like, because these are recorded through microphones and shit. So sometimes you get some low end shit. It doesn't need to be there. All right, right at 300. Let's go. 10K for Sheen and Shimmer. Tiny do. This one, 2014K. So it thinks the mix is done already, but we have toms and synths we haven't used yet. All right. We have toms now. All right. Toms in smooth jazz are like the little melodic drums. They need tone depth and a clean decay without being hyped as rock toms. Since they're usually part of fills rather than constant hits, we'll process them so they speak clearly in those moments without sounding like cannons. So, all right, here we go. Time to throw an SSL on it. And random the channel, gate the noise. All right, now High pass at 40 hertz. Done. All right. 80 to 100 hertz for floor, tom, body. 80 to 100 hertz. Like 90 is good. And then we'll go up 3 decibels on that. Yeah, I can hear that. +2 at 150 to 180 for rack tom warmth. That's optional. Try it. It's right at 200. So. Yeah, I wanted it. It's good. 3 to 400 if it sounds boxy, though. Actually, it kind of does. Hey, that's better. +2, 5 to 7K for stick attack clarity. 5.7K. 5 to 7K, so. Or it could be 5.7K. 5 to 7 would be like 6. +2. Yeah, that sounds good. 4-1, medium attack, medium release, 4 to 6 gain reduction on the. Okay. That sounds pretty dope. We don't have horn sax tracks here. I don't think so. We have synths though. Let's hear what the synth sounds like. Alright. We have a this one sounds like a bell, but like a DX7 bell. High pitched, doing a melody. Alright. That's our sparkle instrument. We'll treat it like almost like a lead instrument, similar to how we'd handle a vibraphone or glockenspiel in jazz. But make sure it doesn't get brittle or fight the hi-hat cymbal air. So the DX7 bell synth chain, SSL 9000J plus outboard. So, all right. We're going to put the high-pass filter at 200 hertz. Right, take that off. These bells don't need low end. Clears the space for bass, Rhodes, and guitar. EQ, small dip, down 1 decibel at 3 to 4K if it sounds glassy or fatiguing. It does kind of. So we'll do that 3 to 4K. And just bring it down, what, about just a decibel. All right, man, I'm getting somewhere. All right. Stereo delay, ping pong or stereo delay, tempo synced. Oh, I can't do it tempo synced, man. So I don't have the right tempo. We'll do the reverb. It just goes to show, though, I should have fucking did the tempo. Lush, plate, or hall. High pass, verb return at 200 hertz. And we're going to do our best, right? So it says bright hall, right? Oh, lush, plate, or hall. I think I have lush hall. Lush pad hall. That works. It's a lush hall, isn't it? All right, man. It's starting to sound like a CD, man. You would get in the 90s, you know what I'm saying? Like, play out, like somebody be playing on their stereo, try and press some chick coming over, getting the wine and shit out, and like, you know, that's what it sounds like to me. Brings back the good old days. Of course, I was really young then, man, but it would have been cool to have been an adult at that time. All right, synth number 3, let's go. How would you describe that sound? Like, it's a synth. Okay, yeah, we have another synth. This one is a lead synth, and it kind of lives in the saxophone range, but it's not a saxophone. Saying that 300 hertz at 3K saxophone zone, which means it's going to compete with mid-range rich instruments like the guitar Rhodes and any actual horns later. Our job, make it sing without turning the mix into a congested mid-range wall. So, all right, SSL 9000J and outboard, buddy. Here we go. Oh, it's the 9000J. All right, so obviously we're going to do a 3:1 compression ratio. Probably medium everything, right? Yeah, 3 to 4 gain reduction to make it smooth. That's dope. I like that. All right. So now we're gonna, I guess, remove boxiness. Yeah. Okay. So 4 to 500. So like right here. Let's set everything for the EQ stuff. 2-3K. We're gonna go up with that. Just leave it right where it is. Optional. We want to give it air if it feels too dark, but all right, we'll pull down on the one and push up on the other. You know what this reminds me of? It kind of reminds me of like Robot Carnival too, like the kind of like a slower, smoother version of Starlight Angel from the Robot Carnival. Watch that on YouTube. It's dope. It's a little anime thing. There's like no speaking, but it's like just music and like this really cool anime video of like hanging out at a, you know, some girl meets a guy thing or whatever, you know, at like Disney World or something. It's fire, dude. All right, so let's see, percussions. So these percussions here, we need to hear what they sound like. Wherever the hell they are. Oh, I said it right here, okay. Alright, I need to put in those timbales. Okay, I found some more percussions that I didn't realize we had. These are timbales. All right, so we'll high pass it at 150 for the timbales. So let's go here. 143. That works for me. And then we're going to do basically 2 kilohertz dip, 2K dip. We're going to do 5 to 6K for stick definition. I don't know, put this over 5 to 6K for stick definition, 2 there, okay. And then optional 3:1 ratio fast attack this time. So 3:1. We want fast attack is on, right? Yeah. What is this? That's peak. Yeah. And then medium release 2 to 3 gain. Okay. As we're cutting this. So I think we were cutting, yeah, about 2 on both. Yeah, that sounds about right. So we were dipping it to 2K and boosting it to 5 to 6. Right, that's exactly what I did. This kind of sounds like a flute or a calliope. Okay, the main lead synth is like a calliope or flute, kind of. Yeah, light, breathy, hanging out in the 1K to 8K zone with harmonics reaching higher. It's going to be our featured melodic voice, so we'll treat it like a front of mix solo instrument, the way you would mix a jazz flute or clarinet. All right, so let's hit it with that 120 on the SSL. We're going to take it up 120. 127 is good enough. Get our noise. I like to EQ into compression to clean things up. All right, gentle 1 to 1.5 decibel boost to 2. So it's a 2-3K for articulation and presence. It's very gentle. like that. Optional if it's whistly or fatiguing. 1 to 2 decibels at 10 to 12 hertz for airy breath. Sounds good. Now it wants to do the master bus chain. Yes, please. All right, let's lock this down. Make it sound like a finished radio-ready, smooth jazz record coming out of a high-end room. We'll work the SSL 9000J master section like the big boys, with a tasteful outboard chain. The goal: glue, warmth, and polish, but leave that smooth jazz space so it breathes. All right, so we're doing very gentle bus compression, 2-to-1 ratio on the master bus, which I already have here. Attack slow at 30 milliseconds, which I did do, and then release auto for natural musical recovery. 1 to 2 gain decibels max just for glue, not pumping. Let's do that. All right. Pull tech. I don't have a fucking pull tech, dude. Wait, do I? I was thinking, do I have the one from Analog Obsession? If I do, I'll just use it. I don't think I have a pull tech, though. I don't even remember what it's called anyway. I got Lala, DB Comp. I don't know fucking pull tech, bro. No, that's not a pull tech. Alright, no fucking pull tech here. Oh, but yeah, it was gonna be that. It was gonna be that EQ though, wasn't it? And then I have the tape already, exactly how it should be. Mid-side EQ. I don't have that. A bus saturator. Why do I need that if I already have the fucking tape? Oh, I got vertical. I do have vertical VSM 3. Oh, bitch. All right. Only if mix feels too digital. It kind of feels a little digital. I'll go ahead and put it on there. Fuck it. I do have this. So that goes after it. Wild. Okay. Final limiter transparent. Red squashing, just controlling headroom for streaming. So what do they want me doing? The fucking subtle harmonic lift at 0.5 to 1% drive for richness. Is it the THD? Like, man, I'm not gonna think about this shit. Just gonna I'll ask it in a moment. Let's just get some shit going. Yeah, we gotta gain stage that. What the fuck, bro? Individual tracks peaks at -6 decibels. Bus input to compressor. Say bus input to the compressor. All right, let's just do it like this. Fuck that. Take it down 6, right? I think this vertigo fucks things up. You know what? It doesn't sound like digital. Fuck that. Turn that on. You know, I already fucked this whole thing up, dude. Put this all back. I can give you the master recall sheet. Every setting for each track of this session labeled like a patch bay chart. Alright, so we're gonna give it a little bit low and a little bit of top. Leave the mid-range mostly untouched. So just a tad, right? Like. Should we do a high pass and low pass cut? 20 hertz, 18K. Not just by habit. So we'll do a high pass 2025. Okay. Place it in the chain after the limiter so it catches any harmonics or noise added by tape emulation or saturation. It's strange to do it here, but okay. Alright, I think this whole shit is done, man. God, this took forever. 10 fucking tracks. Took like a million years. Plus, we're doing it at 96K, which is another thing. Normally do this at 48, but that's cool. 96 is good too. Everything's definitely working great. We don't have any aliasing, none of that shit. So it says we can add this to our SSL 9000J master recall sheet. So the exact high pass filter, low pass filter settings are baked into the mastering chain for future tracks. Dude, this is awesome, man. So what do you guys think, man? You think ChatGPT knows how to mix, dude? Because, I mean, that shit turned out really fucking good, man. Now look at this, man. You guys have all the chains, man. There's no secrets here on my channel. Right? You got all the chains you need. You see the intention and what to do. I think this turned out absolutely amazing. Blows my fucking mind, to be honest. And originally these tracks they were decent, but they kind of sounded harsh. And now they sound pretty damn clean. And it kind of reminds me of, like, you know, buying a CD in the 90s, you know, like one of those relaxing ones you just put on the stereo. You know, like your parents would or something. They just throw it on the stereo and just play it while they're washing dishes and, you know, or maybe just sitting around reading a magazine and drinking some iced tea or some shit. Like, that's just like, this is what this reminds me of. And, you know, like, it reminds me of freshly vacuumed carpet. I don't know, man. That's what it sounds like to me, dude. The fuck? It's wild, huh? But, yeah, man. I dig it, man. Let's play it from the beginning, man. Here's our thing about Fifth Floor, man. It's freshly vacuumed carpet, man. Let's listen to our freshly vacuumed carpet. All right, man. And I'm just going to tell you guys before that, just like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, man. Check out my other videos. I think this one is extremely educational. ChatGPT-5 is supposed to be an expert in any subject. I think it really did nail the mixing and mastering for this particular record. I think it nailed it, dude. Like, blows me away. It can't even hear the music. It's just going off of, like, best practices, right? Unlike Dickhead. What's that dickhead's name? Fuck, can't even remember his fucking name. You guys know who he is. He's the guy who says, oh, don't listen to these guys. They'll ruin your mix. Look for that guy's video. You'll already know. It's some shithead wearing a green fucking hoodie, or one of those Snuggie things or whatever. It's like fucking... Looks like he's wearing a fucking towel, dude. Like a bath towel over his whole fucking body, dude. Dude's a fucking idiot, bro. Dipshit. I listen to his mixes. They're fucking absolutely ass. And this guy's over here just like telling people, hey, man, my mixes are all fucked up. Listen to these guys. You know, but he makes like fucking like dubstep, you know. I'm like, dude, dubstep is supposed to sound terrible, right? Like, you're not gonna take dubstep and try to make it sound beautiful, clean, and well polished. It's dubstep. It's supposed to sound like it. The whole sound of dubstep is mostly around like harshness and aliasing and just digital shit, because it's part of the vibe, right? So you have to mix technically, like, you know, you got to break all the rules, right? You know, with dubstep, you got to make it as loud as possible, leave in the aliasing, grit that shit out, you know, fucking turn everything into a brick wall, slam it, limit it to fucking death, and then throw fucking EQ behind it and boost up all the shit you just destroyed with your compressor. And then boom, there you go. You have a record. As long if it sounds like a fucking Velveeta, a box of Velveeta cheese, if it sounds like that, and your waveform looks like a fucking box of Velveeta, you've done it, bro. That's it. You get the cheddar. You know what I'm saying, for dubstep. And now this guy's gonna tell you how to mix, dude. That genre of music is known. It lives and dies on shit mixing, right? Like that's what it is. And there's like a lot of different EDM styles are that way as well. It's supposed to sound like you made it and you don't know what the fuck you're doing. That's what it's supposed to sound like. It's supposed to sound like a guy who doesn't know what the fuck he's doing, who's just trying to make the most loudest music possible. That's what that sounds like. That's why you're not going to get the mix, quote unquote, that you want. Listening to Streaky, listening to Chris Lord Algae, listening to those guys, because they're trying to make your music sound actually good and play everywhere. Dude, you're making dubstep. It's supposed to sound like ass everywhere you go, dude. It's just supposed to be loud as fuck. The fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even need tutorials for this. This motherfucker was like, I'm watching YouTube tutorial. Well, you need a YouTube tutorial. Turn this shit up. Right? Like, that's what doesn't make sense to me. This kind of shit is to do mixes like this, like the stuff I'm showing you. This is how to make like a mix that actually sounds good to people who listen to this style of music. Dumb ass. Right? It's not for fucking making absolute ear rape music, you know what I'm saying, that's supposed to stab you in your fucking skull and blow your eardrums out and have you fucking bleeding out of your ears after 5 minutes of listening to that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's people like, that's for that kind of music, that's what you do, you know? It's very experimental. Like, you could experiment with like this kind of mixing to that and see if it sounds good, you know what I'm saying? But ultimately, EDM like that and dubstep is supposed to sound as loud as you can get away with, right? I mean, if you could turn into a solid wall of aliasing distortion, dude, they would do it. I think some people have tried, you know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, but when you're trying to make something that sounds organic, that sounds natural, you don't do that fucking bullshit. So when he's over here telling people this guy's lying to you, it's bullshit, this guy, I don't give a fuck about his credentials. Who are we going to listen to for mixing advice? A guy who's got Grammys? Or we're going to listen to Shithead on SoundCloud who thinks he knows better? Dunning-Kruger, Mr. Dunning-Kruger, right? Like, why would we listen to Mr. Dunning-Kruger? You know, the guy who's the poster boy for the Dunning-Kruger effect. I watched a couple of YouTube videos, bro, and now I'm going to tell you the sauce. Get the fuck out of here, man. Get that bullshit out of here. Delete that fucking video, you fucking dipshit. You know? What a fucking dipshit. Anyway, so... and then here, I just wanted to see, because this is ChatGPT-5 is supposed to be PhD level in any subject. Now, that's what Sam Altman says, right? I don't kill the messenger. I feel like it did a really, really, really good job on this mix. And I think if I were to have prompted it to do like hip hop shit or something, it would have give it to me from a hip hop context. And that is pretty dope, dude. And maybe we'll do another video where we use ChatGPT to do the hip hop shit. Stuff most of my audience that mixes that kind of stuff. And here's the thing right now, like, I'm kind of afraid about this, to be honest, guys, because, I mean, fuck. Let's be honest here. Why would you send your music off at this point when you could simply just have this thing tell you how to fucking mix? Like, you wouldn't, and you could use your ears. You could go, well, yeah, it says it gives you a range, 1.5 to 2. Maybe you might think for your taste, you might want to push it up 3 decibels or whatever, but at least you know, you're starting from a good spot. And I like this better than using like fucking Neutron or something. You know what I'm saying? Like Neutron is, because they're just using their compressors, their EQ. In this way, this one's telling me how to do it with plugins that I have. Well, for the most part, I don't have Pultec, but you know, I have the SSL 9000J, you know, stuff like that. So, and plus, yeah, I mean, you can see the plugins. Go get the plugins and shit. You see how I routed it? I'm doing it in FL Studio, like not Pro Tools. Ugh. That's another thing. There's some other ass who actually does have a Grammy, don't get me wrong, who says that he thinks that Pro Tools sounds more like a console. What the fuck, dude? Don't lie to these people, man. The fuck are you talking about? Maybe it does to him. I don't know. Maybe he's fucking on some kind of drugs or some shit. I mean, yeah, but he's got Grammys. Maybe he does drugs too, right? But I mean, why? I don't need Pro Tools to sound like a console, bro. I already got one right here. I got a SSL 9000J. Well, it sounds just like one. Ask Michael Brower about it. Sounds exactly like his desk. He made sure A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B, and then sent his notes back to Brainworks until they said, look, man, this thing needs to sound just like my desk. Then he goes, hey, that sounds just like my desk. And then what did he do? He sold his fucking desk, and he's using the plugin. So this sounds like a console. It sounds exactly like his. Get out of here, bro. Fuck out of here. There you go. But this is a good chain too. I like the chain. Normally I like to have the limiter to be the final thing in the chain, but I kind of get it for this. Maybe it should be after the limiter, since we're not like slamming it all the way up into 0 anyway, so there's no clipping. So I mean, anyhow, you guys like my videos, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'm gonna go ahead and thin this video out, right? You guys just listening to the final mix from the front to end, and then we're gonna call it. All right, if you got any questions, drop a comment. If you're gonna hate on me, I'm gonna drop you right out of my shit. I don't deal with hater comments. So yeah, if you're just kind of, you know, if you're coming here, you got some genuine like questions and stuff, I'll be happy to answer them. And what do you guys think about this mix, man? Sounds pretty dope, huh? Anyway, it's your boy Vigilante Styles, man, and I'm out. Peace.